It's funny. Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? Let's be on our feet for 1 minute. Lift one hand up, put the other one on your chest, and say this after me as loud as you can. Say, I declare on this very day, poverty finally left my family. I declare on this day, I have nothing in common with poverty. I declare from today, my name, my new name is a millionaire. I am very rich, massively rich. As I take a step towards my destiny on this very day, I declare openly, I can never be poor again. I am stepping into the new level. The next stage of my life starts right now. So that we know. I have put your hands together for yourselves. I shall be seated. Thank you. Why? The moment I came in and looked around, to be honest with you, what I saw or what I'm seeing now are multi-millionaires. Now I'm being honest with you. I'm not trying to sweet-tongue you. I'm telling you the reality. That what I'm looking at here are multi-millionaires. You will understand what I'm saying by the time I'm through, and then our madam takes over and explain how it works. But the truth is this, that a good number of people have become multi-millionaires in our company. I'm telling you. Ladies, guys who come from poor backgrounds simply bought into the vision, and before you know it, some are owners of plots of land, some won cars. If you drive into a nation, you see a billboard of our company, and you see the people that won cars. Somebody won visa, another different cars. So you are, let me not say you are lucky, you are highly favored to be here. Do you believe that? Okay, within the next 45 minutes, I'm going to discuss with you what I call growing multiple streams of income. Growing multiple streams of income. Now, money is called currency because it flows like a river. If you create a channel for money, just like a stream, it will keep flowing into your life. One of the reasons why people are poor is because they have not created different channels for streams of income to be paying the visits on daily basis. Now there are three things I want you to understand about stream. Three things. Number one, the size of the channel you create will determine the size of your stream. What is channel? In our local parlance, we call it gutter. Or those who know more than us calls it waterways. In other words, where water passes. So a channel is an access, or let me call it in a local parlance, a road through which water travels. So the size of your channel or the size of channel you create will determine the size of stream that will keep flowing to you. If your channel is a pipe, water pipe, of course, stream will be coming in, but you can't compare that with somebody who built a very big chamber or a very big channel for the stream to keep coming in. So the source of your income will determine the size of your income. The source of your income will determine the size of your income, or let me put it this way, what you do will determine how wealthy you will be. A vulcanizer is working hard But you and I know that the income of a vulcanizer cannot be the same with a pediatric neurosurgeon or an aeronautic engineer. Their income can be the same, right? Both of them are working, but their income can be the same. So the size of your channel determines the size of your stream. Number two, if you dig multiple channels, your stream will meet at a point and turn into a river. If you dig different channels, then streams will be coming from different directions, and then at a point it will turn into a river. Everybody say a river. That is when somebody can now simply say, I can retire at this point. Why? Because at that point you don't need to work the rest of your life. You can retire at the age of 25. I know somebody in Lagos who retired at the age of 25. Retiring simply means I can afford not to work again and I won't be poor. I won't be, because I've succeeded in creating channels through which money comes to me on daily basis. If you are hearing me shout, I hear you. Number three, consistent income will guarantee continuous flow of streams in your channels. Consistent income will determine or will guarantee continuous flow of streams in your channels. If you build a gutter, for example, for water, and maybe something happened from where you started, maybe the government blocked it, stream will flow again, water will flow into the channel again. Same thing is applicable to wealth creation. One of the reasons why people are poor, I'm sorry to say, is that their income is inconsistent. That is, they make 50,000 naira today, and the next time they make money may be 30 days or 90 days after. You can't create wealth if your income is not guaranteed. Everybody say guaranteed. Please talk to me, I want to hear you. The only way to break the back of cycle of poverty is for you to have guaranteed, consistent source of income. And that is one of the things we brought for you today. Now, there are three things you need to know about income. Because sometimes people can be working very hard. Actually, I've seen people that make plenty money, but they are poor. You know why? Number one, income is not wealth. Write it down. Income is not wealth. That you are making money does not guarantee that you are going to be wealthy. Alright? You can make 10 million naira today, go to the nightclub and spend 12 million naira. Though you are generating income, but you are not maximizing the income for you to become a wealthy person. So wealth is different from income. Please, can we all say it? 1, 2, go. Again, wealth is different from income. Income is what you generate by solving problems for people. Wealth is the accumulation of income. I normally put it this way: you make money, you keep money. I don't use the word save, because if you keep your money for a long time, you know what inflation is doing to our currency right now. So I normally say keep. Then you spend the money on an errand to make babies for you. Everybody say make babies. So 1,000 naira can make plenty babies for you. You make money, you keep the money, and then the money makes babies for you. How can it make babies when you put it to work? There are two kinds of people there: those who make money and those whom money work for. In other words, you employ money and money works for you on daily basis. You can decide to stay on your bed throughout the day because they have already sent money to work for you. In other words, money is your employees. Money is your staff. Money is working for you. Help me say to your neighbor, may money work for you, man. Okay? It's very important. So income is not wealth. Wealth is the total value of tangible and intangible assets minus debt. If you calculate everything we get for this life, you minus waiting the old people. Waiting remain now you the wealth. So how wealthy you are is dedicated on removing what you owe people. The remaining one is how wealthy you are. Now some people can say to me, but if I pay everybody the money I'm owing them, nothing will remain again. Don't worry, you are in the right place. Because I guarantee you within the next 90 days, starting from now, some of you sitting down here, you will receive some amount of money like 10 million naira. You don't believe me? Some will see 20 million naira. Some will see 50 million naira. Because now we are introducing to you how to be generating money consistently, not periodically. Number two, income is a reward you receive for solving problems for people. Income is a reward you receive for solving problems for people. So poverty is your inability to solve problems for people. And don't forget, the size of problem you solve will determine how much you are paid. The size or how important the problem you are solving is will determine how much you make on the long run. So there is no mystery about money. I say this all the time. In Africa, what we don't understand, we mystify. If we can't comprehend it, we turn it into a mystery. There is no mystery about wealth creation. It is simple. If I don't have money, my job is go and look for problems I can solve for people. Is that not so? Yes. Alright? The makers of these chairs solve problems for us. And that's why we are not sitting on the ground. They make up the smartphone in your bag, on your hand, solve problems for you, so that you can contact or call your family and make money on the long run. My iPad, made by Apple, is solving a very important problem for me. Instead of coming here with a diary, pen and paper, and using a device, it makes my training easier. So money is a reward we receive when we solve problems for people. If you are poor, it is not because God destined you to be poor. The reason why you are poor is because you are not solving problems for people. My friends, are you following me? Number three, the size of your income determines how wealthy you will be. The size of your income determines how wealthy you will be. I've already said something like that. The income of a vulcanizer cannot be the same with that of a pediatric neurosurgeon or a surgeon or an aeronautic engineer. It can't be the same. So your income is dependent on the kind of problem you are solving. A vulcanizer is doing a nice job. He helps us not to be stranded on the way. So he's doing a nice job. But his income is quite little. You know, big like that. That's why you don't get money. Now, a vulcanizer can actually make 1 billion naira. But it will take a long time before he arrives there. So one of the reasons why I emphasize, I say this all the time, is that if you want to create wealth, choose a profession that will help you to run faster. Did you hear what I just said? And there are professions that will keep you at the... That's why I don't like civil service. Personally, it's not bad. We need civil servants to help us to get things from government. But I don't really like civil service. Right? You are paid whatever amount, and then you are promoted at the age of 60 or 65. You are given gratuity. By then, you are too old to even make money. So your career, your profession, the problem you are solving determines how much you will make or you will keep making. So if you are not making enough, you are in the right place, because today we are going to show you a way to make money very fast. That is, you can wake up today and say, this week I need 10 million naira. And like Joe, by simply following the steps we are going to outline for you, you make 10 million naira. That is, you determine how much to make, and you can make it. Everybody say, I can make it. So your income, or the size of your income, will determine the size of your wealth, and your profession determines your size of your income. So income is a pathway to wealth creation. Are you following me? But the size of that income on the long run will determine how wealthy we will be. Now the question is, how do I create streams of income? Multiple or diverse streams of income. I'll just give you 3 things quickly, and then I will step aside for my sister to continue. Number 1, have quality skills. Write it down. Have quality skills. Make sure you have skill that is needed globally. Or let me put it this way. Make sure you have skill that a good number of people needs. Okay, let me put it another way. The number of people that needs what you do will determine how wealthy you will be. One day, a man met my mentor and said, "Man of God, pray for me. There is a spiritual attack over my business." And it's okay, no, I'm going to pray for you. But what do you do? He said, "I sell caterpillar parts." How many of you bought caterpillar parts between January and now? How can you be saying attack? You are selling what everybody does not need. Me, I don't need caterpillar parts. You know, our company needs it because we're into real estate firm. But the number of people that buys caterpillar parts is quite small. So the number of people that needs what you are offering will determine how wealthy you will be. That is why many companies are focusing on volume. Everybody say volume. Okay, for example, they have about 40 million customers. Volume. More money points, the same thing. Right? The number of people that uses what you are offering will determine how wealthy you will be. A tailor who doesn't know how to use artificial intelligence to design clothes and make it faster will not have customer in the future, because we are talking about the skill of the future. Some of the things we are doing now will no longer generate money in the next few years, because time will render it useless. We render it, what's the right word? Valueless. Thank you, my brother. That's what I'm looking for. Valueless. Nobody will need it. So there are some skills that will soon be moribund, archaic, antiquated, obsolete. More adjective, please. So some skills will not be needed in the future. Your job is to keep upgrading yourself. Let me say to your neighbor, please upgrade yourself. Neighbor, I'm begging you now, upgrade yourself. So learn a skill that is in high demand, and also a skill that will be needed in the future. When AI was introduced, people said it's not important. Very soon you understand why we need AI. Very soon. Now, what's the company now? Apple has already embedded it in their new iPhone. So now you can simply speak to your phone. It brings whatever you want. And so if you say you are not interested in change, change will leave you behind. In 1975, the engineer of Kodak invented the first digital camera. Went upstairs to the management and showed it to them. They said, "Oh, it's good, but don't show it to anybody." You know why? At that time, Kodak was the world leader in photo paper and film. So in the mind of the management, if we introduce digital camera now, it will affect the sales of photo paper and film. In 1981, Sony invented their own, and in 2012, Kodak went bankrupt. You see, at that time they had about 200,000, 180,000 employees. Massive, big size company, but because they got married to the past, the future left them behind. Are you following me, my friends? So I want you to learn a skill that a good number of people needs. If you're a business owner, sell what a good number of people needs. I'm a consultant, so I train business owners, I train CEOs, I mentor them. And one of the things I tell them all the time is always think volume. If you're a business owner here and you have only 5 customers, I'm sorry, you will not have a big business. You have 100 customers, you have 1,000 customers, small business. The size of your business will be dependent on the number of people that purchases and uses what you sell on daily basis. And that is why opening shop and sitting there waiting for customer is an archaic way to run a business in the 21st century. Because your assignment now should be, how do I get these products at the doorsteps of users? Everybody say volume. Say volume, I want to hear you very well. There are many skills that are high in demand now, and will also be high in demand in the future. Data science, cyber security, Web3, user experience design, software development, coding, marketing, digital marketing, web design, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analysis, video production, mobile app production. There are skills that can give you massive money on the long run. That is number one. Number two, use the income for your quality skill to create another stream of income. So now you have a quality skill that brings in money for you. Fantastic. But now we are saying, as you make money from that, from your skill, massive money, create another stream. Remember my analogy when I started. The number of channels you create will determine the volume of streams that will be flowing to you. Right? So if you have one channel, then one stream. You have 4 channels, then 4 streams. I told you at a point it will turn into a river, because the 4 streams will meet at a point and they turn into a river. So now you have your skill is one stream. You need to take money from that stream and create another channel for other streams to flow in. Every billionaire is also an investor. I don't want to mention them because we are streaming online. Most investors, most rich people are investors. Money Point, why they became so popular and grew so fast is because the founder of one of the banks in Nigeria invested in it. Flutterwave, same thing. One of the owners of banks in Nigeria invested in Flutterwave. What I'm trying to say is that you're a business owner, your business grows, you become an angel investor. In other words, now you have billions. You look for young people who have ideas, and the idea seems fantastic. And if they finally establish that idea, the business will run very fast. You invest. Another channel. So from your skill, make money. As you make money, create another channel. Let me say to you, create another channel. Have passive income. Everybody say passive income. I didn't hear your voices. Thank you. Have passive. Passive income. Income simply means you make money without lifting a finger. You do literally nothing. Okay? You are your own. Money is coming because you didn't do it. In other words, you laid pipes. I've used this illustration in almost all our trainings, but it's very important I use it again today. There was a village that had issue with water. It was a very small village. The stream was far from the village. So they coronated a new king, and the king announced on the day of the coronation, I'm going to solve the water problem for this village. Very small village. So the king announced, ladies and gentlemen, if you can go to the stream to fetch water for the villagers, I will pay you $10 per bucket. 2 guys volunteered, and every day, each one of them fetches 10 buckets of water. So $10 by 10 buckets is how much? You are not listening to me. Okay, $10 by 10 is how much? $100. Thank you so much. Now they were doing it, they kept doing it for a long time, but one day, one of those guys said to his colleague, this is our business. You know the future at all. Instead of going to the stream every day, let us lay pipes. Everybody say lay pipes. From the stream. So instead of going to the stream will be coming to the village. But his colleague said, I'm not interested. But he started working on the project. The day he concluded it, the king came and commissioned the project, and he filled 100 buckets of what? So $10 by 100 is how much? Is it $1,000? Nobody is talking to me. I'm not good with math, so that's why I always ask this question. Is it $1,000? Fantastic. So in one day, the guy made $1,000. While the other guy, his former colleague, kept going to the stream to fetch the usual 10 buckets. So there are two sets of people on earth. We have bucket people and we have pipe people. Bucket people must go to work to make money. They must go to work to earn a salary. They must open their shop to make profit. If they don't do that, they will struggle financially. That's bucket people. But pipe people don't need to work again the rest of their lives because they have invested their money and money keep coming to them on daily basis. There is a billionaire in Nigeria. Do you know his monthly salary? 150 million naira. So at the end of every month, his company will transfer to his personal account 150 million naira. What is he going to do with it? He doesn't need to go to the office any longer because he built a system that does not require his presence. So at the end of the day, at the end of the month, 150 million naira. That was about 4 years ago. I'm sure it's over 200 million naira now. That is passive income. You did nothing but money came in. Please, are you learning something today? Fantastic. Let me begin to wind down. There are several ways to generate passive income. Plenty ways. But let me share two with you. Two. Number one, investment. Everybody say investment. I'm sure you know there are three types of income. We have active income. Active income is you must be there to make money. Your job is active income. If you're a business owner and you're always in that shop for the business to keep running and growing, that is active income. If you must be there to make money, that is what? Active income. Second kind of income is investment. Investment is what I just said now, my story. Laying a pipe or laying pipes that will keep bringing in money for you. And then the third kind of income is passive income. So we have three kinds of income. What are they? Put your hands together for yourselves. Wonderful students. So we have active income, we have investment income, we have passive income. Now there are two ways. Because you are in this event today, there are two ways you can make passive income. Do you want to know? Number one, employ money through land acquisition. Employ. Everybody say employ. That's my story. Don't forget it the rest of your life. Do you know why I believe in real estate so much? Because I don't have to be there for it to appreciate in value. I bought quite a good number of lands in Lagos, and the last time I went to some of them was 10 years ago. I've not been there again. It doesn't require my presence to appreciate in value, so it is there. It is appreciating on the daily basis, and that's what I love. If you have a shop, you must go there every day. If you have a business, you must go there every day. You are working in an establishment, you must go there every day. You invest in real estate, you don't need to go there every day. You put your money down, and then it begins to appreciate in your absence. So that's why I said, employ money by investing in land. Employ. So you become an employer of labor. Who is working for you? Land. What is land bringing for you? Money. So while you are sleeping and snoring, and there is nothing wrong with snoring, but if you get married, you have to stop it so that your partner can sleep. You know, whenever I speak to young people, I tell them, you know, when you see a guy, the guy is tall, dark, 6'5". But when that guy sleeps in the night, he's like Dangote trailer entered your bedroom. So I don't want to talk about females so that nobody will fight me because I'm a man. I talked about a man. But some things you see are not the way they are. And some things, the way they appear is not the way they are. Let me just stop it there. Right? So you need to employ money by investing in land. Where we are now, this place, was it like this 50 years ago? You know what happened? Somebody saw today, maybe they sold this, maybe this is a plot of land or thereabout, or a plot and a half. Maybe they sold it for 25 naira. So I normally say that when you buy land, you own the future. Everybody say own the future. The easiest way to be, of course, we believe in God, so our future is guaranteed. But on your own level now, the easiest way to be sure that you are not going to beg in the future is to own the future in advance. And one of the easiest ways to do that is for you to invest in real estate. Now, when I say real estate, I'm talking about land. Because people usually ask me, between building a house on a land and owning a land, which one is important? I say land is the headquarter of real estate. Whatever you build on top of it is fantastic. If the house is gutted by fire, the land will remain. So that's the idea. So for some of us now, don't think of building. Buy, fence it. Buy, fence it. Buy, fence it. Do it. 20 plots, 100. I know somebody that bought 500 plots and fenced it about 15 years ago. I don't want to tell you the value now. He bought it next to nothing, little amount of money. Just be buying land first. You will build later. For me, when I buy land, I'm not thinking of building on that land. My plan is to bank my money in land, because banking your money in the bank means inflation will reduce the value. So that money you are keeping in the bank is good. To me too, I save. But my own savings is very different. I'm saving to invest. I'm not leaving the money there for a long time. Because the more you leave it there, the more inflation reduces the value. In case you don't understand what inflation means, let me define it in a layman's term. If you take 1 million naira now, you dig a hole under your bed and bury it. Bring it out 1 year after. The money will still be complete. But the value of what it can buy has reduced. If 1 year ago you could buy my iPad, 10 pieces of iPad, 1 year later you can only buy 6. The money is complete, but the value has reduced. That's inflation. So I don't like keeping money in the bank. I put it in land, because land will be appreciating on daily basis. Alright, inflation doesn't reduce the value because it appreciates. So if you want to own the future, buy land. Let me say to your neighbor, if you want to own the future, invest in land. I went to Lagos in 1988. Some of you were not born then. December 1988. We used to go to Lekki Beach in the early 90s. After Victoria Island, every other place was bush. The only developed area in that axis was Jakonde Estate. I think we call it Maroko also. Every other place, the bush. The road was 2 lanes, one here, one here. So I don't even know the location of Lekki Beach now. And so about 10 years later, I went to, because I used to sell building material like ceramic tiles and all that. So I went to supply ceramic tiles mosaic tiles for swimming pool. And I looked, I said, what is going on? By the right and by the left, after VI, was now a beautiful place. Estates, they are springing up. I said, wait a minute. So wait, have I missed my way? Do you know what happened? In those 1988, 1982, 1995, some people saw Lekki of today and invested money in it. See where it is now. See where it is. So that's the idea behind acquiring land, not just properties, but acquiring land. So number one, employ money through land acquisition. Number two, finally, because you may say to me now, you are talking about buying land. Me, I'm not getting money. Maybe the land is 7 million naira plot. You will even laugh at me. What are you even? Where the money be? There is a solution. Do you know the solution? Number two, sell land for a real estate firm. If you can buy, then you sell. Let me say this. Every one of us sitting down here knows at least 5 people on earth. 5 is even small. sitting down here, we all know at least 20 persons each. Is that so? So now, those ladies, my beautiful lady will come and explain how it works. Then you register. When you register, you become part of us. What happens from that moment is you go to people you know. Now, if you are starting marketing newly, that's my training. The first training for realtors is from the known to the unknown. Everybody said from the known to the unknown. So you take a sheet of paper or your device, write all the people you know on earth. Emeka, Abuja, Amaka, Suleja, Emmanuel, Japan. Write, no, forget about phone number, and you get the number later. Just write the names of everybody you know. Finish that one. The second stage is the phone numbers. If you ask 1, 2, 3 people you know, the fourth person or thereabout will give you the phone number of the person you are looking for. And now social media has made it easy that even if you don't have your phone number, you can reach me. You simply go on social media and search. You will see me there. So you now start one after the other and start locating these people by getting their contacts. After getting the contact, what do? Very simple. Don't call yet. Because you don't take when they hear from you last. So if you call now, hello, my name is Ifeanyi, I sell land. Which kind of thing is that one now? You need to open a line of conversation again. So you gather those numbers, or individually you send a text, a WhatsApp message or text message to them. Good morning, sir. This is Amaka. We used to live in number 5. Which road will I use? Maybe still road. We used to live there in 19. Okay, no, most of us are young people. In 2008. Oh, Amaka, I remember. How are you? I'm fine. So one after the other, you need to start conversation again. Don't sell yet. They need to remember you. Then after that, the third stage is for you to send WhatsApp messages to each one of them detailing what you do. Right? Now when you do that, you now start calling each other again. If you know 50 people, now mean they tell you, I have been in real estate business for a long time, you will sell at least 10 plots of land. The good thing is that they know you. They are not strangers, they know you. Some of them, even if they don't want to buy, they will buy because Amaka, my niece or nephew, my niece, okay? My niece is now doing something. Let me buy from her. And before you know it, you have made 18 million naira. And you'll be wondering what happened. So if you can't buy, then sell. Let me say to your neighbor, you must choose one to do. If you know you buy, shake the people where you know. Hassan, shake the people where you know. Make it sell. Tell them make it sell. In conclusion, my friends, there are 2 things you need on earth to be successful. 2 things as I close. Number 1 is human being. Everybody say human being. Human being is money. If I don't have money, but I know people, I can't be poor. So people are money. It's just that people don't really understand relationship. If you understand the power of relationship, you will know that human being are money. So as I'm looking around now, I've seen millions. All of you. Money. What I'm seeing is not your head. I'm seeing boxes of money on your head. Why? Because human being is money. So you need man. And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God. He didn't stop there. In favor with God and men. You need human being for you to try. Even Jesus, our Savior, after fasting 40 days, needed to start his ministry. Went to look for people to help him run the ministry. And then while running the ministry, he made plenty friends. Right? There was a family at Bethany, Mary, Martha, and who? Lazarus. Be friends. Then in Luke chapter 8, some women gathered and formed a committee, and they said, we're going to be raising money to support his ministry. Human being. On the day Jesus died, my uncle single-handedly buried him. Everywhere is quiet because they are processing what I just said. Now, who is his uncle? My uncle is Joseph Arimathea Eze. He's my uncle. Every rich person is my uncle. So a man single-handedly buried God in his personal grave because he was rich and in flesh. If you want to succeed on the earth, take relationships seriously. Make friends, know people. The more people you know, the more money you make. There's this guy, I think somebody shared this story with me in another state, that was not doing anything, but people laughed at him. You know, was just hanging around the light, drinking everywhere. But he knows people. Everybody says he knows people. So one day he was in a beer pub and they were discussing that there was a house they want to sell in Abuja. Billions of naira. The guy had it. Why was drinking? He went to them and said, can I bring somebody that will buy the land? They said yes. He know big money, but he know people. That guy brought somebody that bought that land. His commission, I think, was 200 million naira. By knowing people, the day I learned this secret, my life changed. I am here standing here speaking to you today because I know somebody. I know our chairman in this company. I know the directors. If you want to succeed, relationship. Yes, there is nobody. Like I see some titles of books, they'll say self-made millionaire. You are joking. Nobody is self-made. Somebody helped you somewhere or somehow. So you need people to thrive. So the first thing you need to succeed is human being. Number two, you need to use your mouth. Everybody say use your mouth. My friends, your mouth works is your net worth. Your mouth. Is it your mouth? Use them. Every day we talk. But most of the things we talk about are not valuable. They're not adding value. They're not adding to our down. No, not downline. They're not adding to our income. They're not helping us to be wealthy. But we talk. Present. These things about food is that my friend, use that mouth and make money. How will you use it? Talk to people about crystal garden, real estate firm, that they have lands in about 6 states in Nigeria, and if you sell a plot of land, you make 10% of the total sum. So we have an estate, 12.5 million there, or thereabout, or 12 million there. You sell a plot of land, you make 1.2 million. The one of 10 million naira, you sell a plot, you make 1 million naira. You sell 10 plots, 10 million naira, 20 plots, 20 million naira. Use your mouth to break the cycle of poverty. Help me say to them, use your mind, your mouth wisely. Say it to them. Use your mouth. So for today, God 3 hours of wasted talk. Invest your mouth for your wealth creation starting from today. So as you live here, not even as you live, first send me text messages and WhatsApp messages to people you know. Emeka, there is something I will tell you in the next 1 hour. That thing will change your life. Amaka, Joshua, be sending messages. Your mouth will make you rich. My name is Hiwire. I'm a consultant and I help people to succeed. God bless you.